Well, we're definitely into winter. Last night was absolutely freezing. Can't have been any more than 2, maybe 3 degrees. And the sign of that was the frost on the mat this morning. It was frozen, and the fishing suffered as a result, I'm sure of it. Got the rods out just on, well, no, it was dark when I got here actually. I had to work through the day. Had quite a lot to do in the day, quite a few articles to write up, so I got here and it was pretty much dark. I know roughly where the areas are, so boated one hook bait out and cast the other 2. Just some heat over the top of some chodrigs, which have been, really good on here. There's a lot of Canadian pondweed still on the bottom. It has died back quite a lot, and the chods just sit wonderfully over the top of that. So anyway, I got the rods out. Had a nice barbecue for this time of year. I know, a bit random, but those sausages and burgers tasted lovely. Got the rods out, got settled, and I was in bed by 10 o'clock maybe. It was absolutely frozen, so I needed to get in that bag. And it wasn't until 4:30 this morning that I received a really stuttery take on the left-hand rod. It's really slow, a typical big fish bite really. Hooked into it, and I knew that it wasn't a massive one. It tore from left to right, and the result after 5 minutes or so was a real angry male common. She looked beautiful this morning, in all honesty. She was glorious in her winter colours, and for this time of year I'm over the moon. I've got the big ones to come, got all winter for that. So getting a bite was just nice really. I'll let her show you her now. I apologise because after the photos I left it focused where I was, and unfortunately somehow the noddy that I've been with the camera, she's a little bit out of focus in the filming, so I really apologise for that. And I'll add the actual photos into the piece so you can see just how stunning she was, or he was. And yeah, hopefully I'm going to get into the big ones when the weather's a little bit more consistent. I'm going to put a little bit of bait in now, just before I leave. There's a few bubblers out there, some of them are gas. The way you can tell that is that gas bubbles come up really consistently in the same area and quickly, whereas the carp bubbles tend to be a little bit more all over the place, and they tend to be smaller bubbles as well, of different consistencies. So if you're looking for bubblers, look for inconsistent bubbles rather than consistent. Gas bubbles will be of the same shape and they'll come up in the same spot, whereas carp bubbles won't be. They'll be all over the place. So that's an easy way to tell whether it's a carp or gas. So just because you see bubbles doesn't mean it's carp. It could just be the bottom. So always look for that. Anyway, I'm going to go and put some bait out in the boat, and it's time to go home because I've got loads of work to do today, and I'll be back next week. Cheers.